for the first SEC game of the season for LSU.
The Tigers traveling up to Stark Vegas to clash with Mississippi State yet again. That's where we find our Jacques Doucet standing by with more. Jacques.
Thanks a lot, Greg. You could almost say this is really LSU's second game of the year. Last week was more like a scrimmage against Grambling as the Tigers won 72-10. So how much has LSU improved since that embarrassing season opening loss to Florida State in Orlando? We'll find out here in Starkville. And there's a young man from Baton Rouge who wants to make an impact. Can LSU trust him on an SEC stage? His mother certainly thinks so.
I can't lie, the Lord really showed up when he gave me that little boy. Well, young man now. Great athlete, great person, just a great young man, and to know him is to love him.
Kaleb Jackson is the true freshman running back who accumulated 62 yards rushing on just 11 carries and 2 touchdowns last week against Grambling.
You would think, oh, you know, he got this hype, but he's not. He is humble and hungry. He's always thinking, always thinking. He's always watching, always listening.
He has a very proud mother who anointed him with the nickname Kaleb the Great at a very young age.
It started when he was about, I want to say about 6 or 7. He was at my mom's house, I was at work. I don't know what they were doing, but she said that they were in the kitchen and they broke a glass. And before she knew it, you know, Kaleb was jumping around and she was like, you know, trying to clean it up. And she thought Kaleb had got cut because his feet was bleeding. So she told me, you know, just watch it. And, you know, one night, I think I was clipping his toenails or something, you know, and he had this scalp, wouldn't heal. And I'm talking about 2 or 3 months, and I feel something sticking out of the scalp. So I'm like, okay, so I got some tweezers and I pulled back the scalp. He had a piece of glass about this big in his foot, and during this time, Kaleb was playing football for Brett. I mean, running touchdowns, running around the house. You really are a great person. You know that? I just started calling him Kaleb the Great.
At Liberty Magnet in Baton Rouge, Kaleb the Great ran wild, but also handled his academics with a GPA well over 3.0. LSU head coach Brian Kelly's vision of greatness on the field and off was a big hit with Mom.
So when I first met Brian Kelly, I'm not gonna lie, he's not from Louisiana. You know, it's like, what am I getting in, you know, because I don't want to, I'm Southern, good and Southern, so, you know, I don't want to be too Southern, you know, but he was very welcoming, he was very warm, and he let me know, you know, I see a bright future with your son, and I want to graduate a champion. And that was his words to me directly, and I was like, okay, you talk in my language, because I do too. So sports, that's what we're here for, of course. But I still want him to graduate. I still want him to succeed in life. And I do believe him. He is serious about that with every kid. So I can honestly say, great man, great coach.
Kaleb's mother initially wanted him to major in mechanical engineering at LSU. Kaleb said, hey, Mom, maybe I'm not that great. He's majoring in business instead. We'll have much more coming up in sports from Starkville. I'm Jacques Doucet. Back to you.
All right, Jacques, thank you.